How's it going, everybody? This is your boy, Big Panda, and welcome to the mountaintop. I really appreciate you guys like logging in and checking out my first podcast, the first episode of my podcast. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I also want to thank um there's a lot of people I want to thank, but for right now I'm just gonna thank all y'all. Feel me? Yeah. So I'm just going to start like telling you guys a lot about what this podcast is going to be about. Um, I'm also going to say how I came up with the name Big Panda. And also in these type of shows, I'm also going to talk to about motivation, health tips. I also want to know about like I'm also going to tell you guys mostly about just living life, just enjoying life and just taking risks. So also I am also happy to say that I have several guests in the show as well. I have like around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 9 people, and one of them will usually come in and out. It's my brother, my little brother, and he'll just be like, me and him will just be talking about gosh knows what. And we're just going to have a lot of fun, guys. We're going to have so much fun with this podcast. Sky's the limit. You can say whatever the hell you want. You can cuss in this like shit balls or donkey rape and shit eater, whatever. You guys can say whatever you want in this podcast, or I can say whatever I want in this podcast. I also want to say that um, I'm going to say this right now that in the show we might disagree with a lot of people, and all I'm going to say is deal with it. I'm not going to apologize because there's no reason for me to apologize. But I will say this: don't get offended. Please don't get offended. There's no reason why you shouldn't get offended or triggered or whatever the hell like y'all saying nowadays. You feel me? So just saying that if you feel a little offended and you guys want to say something, you can. Uh, my email for this show will be themountaintop17@gmail.com. I'll repeat that. Themountaintop17@gmail.com. TheMountaintop17 you can also ask me questions. You can also try and give me some comment on the show. Also, you guys can also comment down here below on YouTube, and I will read them. And um, I won't be tripping about it. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. Um, so yeah, you guys can ask me any questions. You guys can leave me any comments, any suggestions, and if you want to be a guest on the show, I gotta check out what y'all do, because in this show I'm only going to talk about the working man and the working woman, knowing that these people had to they had to fight for something they really liked, or they really like what they do, you know, what these people do to show like their appreciation, you know. There's an old saying that says I believe it goes do whatever you like and you never have to work a day in your life. I believe that's how it says. Do what you love and you don't ever have to, oh whatever, who gives a fuck. Yeah. So I really want to hear other people's stories about how are they making it, you know, how they are accomplishing, or how their accomplishments and their goals are going right now. I really want to hear everybody's story. So, but I know that I'm pausing a lot, and I'm just a little bit nervous, but I know that I'll be cool. You know, I'm a chill guy. You know, I also appreciate music artists. You know, music artists. For me, I really since I live up in a little small town in California, I've been converting into different genres, but the main one, of course, will always be rap. Rap music was there for me for a very long time, and I will never turn my back on rap music or hip hop. But I lived here I lived in a small town here in California, and yeah, we're in the mountains. We're in the Sierra Mountains, Gold Country. Where yeah, that's why the show is known as the Mountaintop because I'm on top of a mountain. Yeah. So yeah, and also when I first moved up here, I made a couple of friends and they showed me a different type of genre, rock music. So I started listening to rock music. Then I got into the first band that they showed me was Metallica. Metallica was so badass, dude. I fucking love that shit. They also fucking showed me a couple of some Ozzy Osbourne when he was with what was it again? It was crap. I don't want to sound like a fool, but Ozzy was in a band. Oh man, yeah, I'm that good at music. I have it in my head, but it just won't come out. All right, see, that's why I need help, guys. That's why I need you guys to email me and tell me what was Ozzy's what band was Ozzy in, and because I can't I'm forgetting shit now. See, I gotta keep like rock music in my head too because not only I listen to rock music, but in the rock genre there are so many types of rock music, like so many that if you say the wrong thing you can actually offend that person. You cannot get screamo and punk like mixed up. You cannot get metal or see that's all because I only listen to punk and metal. That's it. I only listen to those two types of rock music. Also some classic, but still do not get offended. And luckily, I have one person that will be a guest on the show that will explain to me the different types of rock music. And I can't wait to have him on the show. So I do like all types of music because when I was done with rock music, I met another guy that showed me country. I was like, "What the fuck? You really want me to listen to this shit?" No, I don't want you to listen to country. I want you to listen to good country. All right, I'll give it a shot. Then he introduced me to a guy named what's his name? Johnny Cash. Motherfucker, this guy was good. Ring of Fire, Boy Named Sue. Those songs were badass. And in 2005, I believe, he released another album, and that album was great. I own that album. My favorite song was Hurt. And of course, I'm going to like a song like that, right, guys? Because I only listen to that song. Well, you can kiss my ass because I actually have the fucking album. So for me, I really like all type of music except jazz. I never got into jazz. I don't even know what jazz sounds like, but still, I really like all types of music. And yeah. Also, I also wanted to say that why the name Big Panda? Why do I want to call myself Big Panda? Well, believe it or not, I've worked at so many restaurants. It sucked. Being a cook, being a chef, I'm just going to say it out there, it fucking sucks. If you try to get a fucking career on like the restaurant business, you are tripping. But if you can make it, dude, so much love for you guys. I know that I have one of my chefs, the ones that taught me, he's making it big. He is making it really big. He has his own food truck over there in Modesto called, yeah, well, yeah, I can only say he has a food truck. Now I know that he is going to open his own restaurant, and two two thumbs up for that guy. Hopefully I can get him on the show one day, and and I'll tell you guys what spot it's going to be, or in what truck it's called. Yeah. So it fucking sucked being a chef for me. I don't know why I decided to become a chef or a cook, but it wasn't for me. Even though I have fucking student debt. You know what, guys? Student debt fucking sucks. Whatever you do, do not get student debt. School, if you really want to, like, fucking go to college, start in freshman year and save up every fucking dime you get. Because student debt sucks. I know so many people that are in student debt. I talk to old people that say they're in student debt. They're not even cooks. They're not even like fucking prep cooks anymore. They're just fucking working at warehouses like myself. So no student debt. But still, like, it sucked being a cook, and it was not for me. But for me, I just decided, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cook. So I started learning a lot about computers. I'm still learning. I'm like okay kind of professional computer geek. I can hack into my own cell phone now. I finally found that out, but there was a couple of little twinks. But still, I'm more of a computer technology kind of guy now. I'm a real computer nerd. I'm a nerd completely. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do more about computers, and I'm still learning. I'm reading books. I'm like checking out videos on YouTube. I'm not going to college anymore because I'm poor. I'm broke. I have no money in my pockets. Well, I'm not poor. I'm broke. I just waste all my money on bills and groceries and like gas. There's a difference between being broke and being a lazy ass. So cooking was never for me. So I found a passion on computers, and I decided to start a podcast to try and motivate people to become what you truly deserve to become. I decided to talk to people that actually just decide to go forward. Like Dory says, just keep on swimming. Just swim and reach for your goal. I'm going to have these people talking to you about their bumps. I'm going to have these guys say some motivational stuff. I'll say some motivational stuff myself. I'm also helping out my little brother to become a professional soccer player. I believe in him. I believe in I believe on my family. I also believe on some of my friends becoming music artists. I believe in them becoming just Picassos. It's awesome how a lot of people that I met want to start they want to start their journey, but they're starting their journey so late. It's not good. I see like a 29-year-old or a 32-year-old at the college telling me that they just want to start their business now. No. Get more educated while you're the age of 19 or 20 or 21. Start trying to get educated right now. Start learning the process, what you want to be. You got to start from the bottom. You got to start from the bottom just learn every single thing you have to know about doing what you love. If you have to be a what were those fucking people that help out and they don't even get paid. Shit, man. See? I fucking suck. I got to get a fucking dictionary. Damn, it's internships. If you want to be an intern, be an intern. Do it. Learn the system. You know, you start as an intern, you work your ass off to become CEO of that shit. Be start your own clothing line. Have your art being sold at these Comic Cons that I usually go to. Yes, I go to Comic Cons. Deal with it. But still, I'm just saying, reach your goals. This is also to motivate people to try and be what they truly are. I am not blowing this out of my ass because it took me a very long time what I really want to do. And I chose a really bullshit idea of becoming a cook. But I'm not shitting on cooks. I'm not. I just think that shit was not for me. And maybe you're a cook and what I'm saying right now is going to offend you. Well, sorry, but you can kiss my ass because being a cook sucked. And I was looking so many ways to try and escape on becoming a cook. I can cook at home. I can cook so fucking well. But it's just a task. It's just a skill. And all the graduates that, like, I graduated from cooking class, you guys can cook now. For guys, if you guys want to impress a girl, you can cook. And women, you can cook for your guys. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I'm just saying, you guys know how to cook. Congratulations. I know how to cook as well. But it took me this long to finally realize that it was never for me. Another thing is that, so I got so lost. I was talking to you about why I chose the name Big Panda, didn't I? Yes. Why I chose the name Big Panda? Because of the restaurants. Okay. Restaurants. I've worked in so many restaurants that's ridiculous. And I worked in hospitality as well. Hospitality is when you have to greet people and you have to be courteous to them. I've met 4 different people in 4 different places. And it's weird because I don't look like a threatening kind of guy to a lot of people. I just look like a innocent victim. But I'm not an innocent victim. I do go crazy sometimes, but that's when if you really push me to the limit. I'm not going to like, if you say one thing to me, I'm going to freak out on you. No, I'm not going to freak out on you. I'm just going to say, hey, man, knock it off, or I'll probably, like, punch you. Well, I'm not a violent guy, but I'm not going to say I'm going to punch you. I might just, like, talk shit, but I might actually say something that will be confrontational. I'm not a confrontational kind of guy because I don't believe in, like, we have to settle this with violence. We have to settle this with our words. It's good, but I will offend you, and then you're gonna swing, and then we have a little brawl. But see, I am losing off track. I am trying to tell you a fucking story about why I call myself Big Panda. I'm calling myself Big Panda because 4 different people for 4 different restaurants. And like I used to work at Avalon Healthcare Center. It's not a restaurant, but I worked in the kitchen. So one of the CNAs. Okay. So I worked here at a restaurant. Well, the town I live in is Murphy's, California. And I worked at a place called El Jardín. And the second restaurant I worked at was at Black Oak Casino, and it's on Tuolumne County. The third one was at Avalon Healthcare Center, that's in San Andreas. And the fourth one is in Murphy's, California, again at a bakery. You know what? It's actually 5 different people. 5 different people, because the 5th one and the last one was at Sonora at a restaurant. And all right, so these are servers, and one of them was a CNA. They all decided to call me Panda. Five different people, five. I feel like they never met. They have never met. I know that. You know why? Because I know that they never met. Maybe the Murphys ones did, but I doubt it. Five different people from five different places called me Panda. They always say the same thing. They say, "I'm calling you Panda because you're softy." I'm a softy. Okay. All right. I'm not offended. I'm not. I'm a softy. I I don't growl, but I'm a softy. I got called a teddy bear, but I prefer Panda. I think Panda's better. But yeah. So five different people from five different places called me Panda. And these people have never met. And it's crazy. It's crazy that, like, maybe I'm getting a sign saying that I don't deserve to be called. I had a nickname called Crazy Richie, but I don't deserve to be called Crazy Richie because I'm not that crazy anymore. I used to be crazy for like 4 or 7 months. Now I'm just a softy. I'm a softy. So I decided to live by the name Panda. Panda is perfect for me. Screw it. Big Panda. I'm a big dude. I'm a panda bear. I'm a softie. That's what they say. Women love bears. They love pandas. Screw it. I love women. Women love me. All right, I'll take it. So that's the name, Big Panda, because of five different people. And I want to give a shout out to those five people from those five spots. You guys get a 10. A freaking 10. Love y'all. Well, one of them I just met for a whole month. But all right, those four people from those four spots still love you. So, yeah. But the ones that really fucking piss me off, because my real name is Ricardo Calixtro. Ricardo. It's not a hard... Oh, shit. Hold up, guys. Okay. So, Ricardo, it's not a hard name to forget. It is not a hard name. But for some reason, people will still call me Carlos. Ricardo, Carlos. Does it sound similar? No. Yeah. Ricardo. That's my name. How the fuck did you get Carlos from Ricardo? People are just fucking weird. And I know they're trying to be funny, but this has been haunting me for days. I mean, years. But I hate it when people say, Ricky Ricardo. No, that is not my name, and you're not original. I've heard that since elementary school, and it's so fucking annoying. No, hearing that, I know you're trying to be original, and I know you're trying to be the first person to say it, but no, you suck. Don't ever say that to me. I'm not Ricky Ricardo. I had one person that actually asked me how Lucy was. Okay, I'll just say I divorced the bitch because she was a real moron. Even though that show is too fucking funny, dude, guys. I recommend I Love Lucy. That shit is so funny. But still, it's just stupid that they're trying to be funny and original, saying, hey, Ricky Ricardo. I hated that. And then I had another one calling me Ricardo Montalban. And I said, well, I actually, I fought back one time. One guy says, hey, Ricardo Montalban, you going back to Fantasy Island? And I said, yeah, I saw your wife there one time. And Tattoo was all like, hey, boss, the plane. Yeah, that guy really fucking got on my face. But that's what happens when you fucking call me Ricardo Montalban. So I hate it when people called me Ricky Ricardo. I hate it when people call me Ricardo Monteban. I am Ricardo Calixtro. And speaking of my last name, I've had so many compliments about it, and it's something that they've never heard before. I've actually checked my last name on what was it, Urban Dictionary, on Urban Dictionary, and in on Urban Dictionary it says that it's originated from Portugal and the Philippines. So apparently I'm a Portuguese Filipino Mexican guy. Isn't that attractive, right? Speaking of Urban Dictionary, they also say it also says that I want to like give you what Urban Dictionary says about the definition of my last name. Okay, Calixtro, a real nigga, a real screwhead, someone you don't mess with. Even though he a tough nigga, he still has a sensitive soft side. That's the name Big Panda. That's why. That's the name Big Panda. See that? Even Urban Legend agrees with me. Those 5 individuals from those 5 different spots, I feel like they checked out Urban Legends and Urban Dictionary and said, we're going to call him a panda or a teddy bear because he's a softie. Thank you, Urban Dictionary. Wow. So, yeah, that's another reason why I chose Big Panda. Yeah, it's so fucking awesome just to like tell you guys how my nickname Big Panda just came out. And I also rant about how I fucking hate being called Ricky Ricardo. So if you like try to be funny, please be funny. Just be funny. Don't be like, hey, Ricky Ricardo. No, you're not funny, dude. I've heard that so many fucking times. You're not original. Go fuck yourself. Now, enough of that. Enough of that rant. I've also want to give a shout out to all the graduates. I know that my brother graduated yesterday from Avery Middle School, and he's moving on up to high school. And I'm really proud of him. He also talked to me about how he wants to become a professional soccer player and play in Europe. And I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of him, and I can't wait for like him to make it. Because I believe in him, and I don't believe in negativity. I'm going to talk to you about negativity in just a second, but I believe that my brother can do it because in my household nobody believed that I was going to make it. I had another dream, but I just had to. It's a little embarrassing, but I'll save this one for like another time. Nobody believed in my dream. Nobody actually took me serious on my shit. So I just decided, you know what? Fuck it. I was this close to just saying, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going to do it anyways. But I couldn't do it. I was stopped and it sucked. But for my brother actually has a chance to be what he wants to be. And I'm not going to push him, and I'm not going to tell him, hey, you can't do it because look at you. No. If he works his ass off, he goes to soccer practice, he really devotes himself and to becoming the best and to representing his country. He wants to play for Mexico, so sorry, USA. You lost that one. But he wants to represent Mexico. That's my mom's home country. I believe in him. And you know what? I believe in every single kid that has a big dream. Arnold Schwarzenegger says always go with plan A. Never go to plan B. I fucking hate plan B. That's what I agree with. Always go with plan A. And if one part of plan A cannot be accomplished, there's always more ways to try and accomplish plan A. So yeah. Now, a lot of people will always say you won't be able to make it. A lot of people will be negative. A lot of people that you work with will always say, hey, man, this job fucking sucks. Let me tell you something. If you're a negative person, you need to fucking change, dude. You need to fucking realize that jobs are not fucking fun. The only job that's fun is being a porn star. And sometimes they have to do the grossest shit. So you know what? That's not even fucking fun. Porn stars are the most disgusting people in the world. They actually have to do weird shit. But hey, I'm not judging because I might know some people that like to do some weird fucking shit. You know, I've experimented with a couple of stuff. I know a lot of people experiment with a couple of stuff. I know one person that experimented with a fucking pineapple. Why the fuck do you do an experiment with a fucking pineapple? Let me tell you about negativity. I'm going to tell you that you guys need a fucking change. You guys need to fucking realize that if you're going to try and bring yourself down, don't bring other people down. Don't ever say, hey, man, why do you want to fucking do this? Why do you want to try it? You know, you're just going to get hurt. So fucking what? Let the person get hurt. Let the person fucking realize that it's not going to be easy. Trying to accomplish a goal is not easy. It's not like a fucking like fee where you just give a person thousands of dollars and say, all right, here's your certificate or here's your jersey or here's whatever you need to accomplish your goal. No, it's hard. It's so hard. And negative people will always say, well, you have to do this and that and this and this. It's so much work, so I just decided to become like a garbage man or fucking, you know what, garbage people have like, I give props to those people because you really have to have the fucking, like, the strongest nose not to, like, smell that shit. People, I fucking hate negative people. I had to deal with negative people at so many of my jobs telling me that, like, I fucking hate this job. I fucking want to quit this job. Quit. That's all I got to say is fucking quit. Just quit. Because they don't want to work. They just want to get a paycheck. They just want to fucking like complain and say, oh man, this fucking sucks. Put your negativity, give your negativity to, or throw your negativity somebody else. Me, I'm trying to work. You know, unlike you, I actually have to support people in my household. I have to give my paycheck to the people in my household. I work for them. I actually have to fucking work overtime just to support the people at my household. You could just be working for yourself, or you can be working for yourself and for your spouse. But always think that when you're working for yourself, that's when, like, you just don't give a fuck. You just don't care. But do this for me once. Pretend that you have a kid. Pretend you have a wife or a husband. Or pretend you have your parents that you have to support because they're too old or they're injured or they have a medical condition. And you're the only one that can help them out. So negative people, do that. Go to work. Pretend you have a family that you have to support. And tell me how it feels. Because I know how it feels that I have to support my family, knowing that my mom cannot work, my stepdad works so less hours now. I'm the only one left. Knowing that my brother can't work yet, I have to work so many hours. It's frustrating, yes, but I can do it. I can do it because I'm a positive guy. If I hear somebody complaining, I will just shut them out. I just put my earbuds on, put on some Eminem, or put on some fucking In This Moment, or put on some fucking Attila, and just fucking rock out or fucking jam out. I'm just saying that fuck negative people, and if you're a negative person, go fuck yourself. Because we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to fucking like hear you guys being all negative. You guys want to be negative, that's your own damn business. Because you never knew how to fucking get a paycheck. You don't know how hard it is to fucking work. it doesn't matter what you do, because if you do work and if you're a positive person, hey man, two thumbs up for y'all. But people have to accomplish something. That's what I told my brother too. Fuck those negative people. If those people are just gonna be all negative and say why you want to be a professional soccer player, why don't you think for real? Why don't you get a real job? Fuck that. I'm not gonna let him get a real job. Yeah, he'll get a real job, but he's gonna get a real job just so he can become what he always wants to become. I'm gonna have him in the show, hopefully on the next episode, and he's gonna talk about it. We're also gonna have a little fun with it with that too, but still, hey y'all, negative people, no way, push them out. If somebody always says, "Man, this job sucks," it's because like maybe they just don't know. You know, they just don't know. I know that a lot of youngsters, like teenagers, want to make a career on video games. They want to become gamers because gaming's actually a career now. All right, gaming is a career now. You can actually get money just by playing video games. Yeah. Well, if it's a job and if it put food on the table and a roof over your head, hey, good shit. But still, it for a lot of people, they don't know how hard it is to fucking work. I've worked at a bakery here in town in Murphy's, and it fucking sucks. The customers are such a pain in the ass that you just want to be like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. And I know that a lot of you guys have stories about customers. Customers are the number one problem that you just want to go home, open a bottle of wine or a bottle of Jack and just drink yourself like dead. I get it. I know it. I've done it. Dude, I fucking hate customers so much. Customers are the worst. Let's see. I actually don't. I think I. No, I do have a story with a customer. That one day, it was really early in the morning. Really early in the morning. And this guy, he was heading to work. I think he worked for PG&E. And he comes up and he grabs a croissant and a coffee, which does not even cost. It's not even more than $10. It's like less than $10. This guy actually gives me $100 and I tell him that I don't have any change. Do you have anything smaller? This motherfucker starts yelling at me and saying, "That's all I got. That's all I got. You got to do something about it." I make this fool wait. I make him wait. Because nobody yells at me like that. But still, I had to put a smile on my face and say, "Here you go, sir, and have a great day." This guy just said, "Yeah. Yeah, all right. You too, boy." Well, he didn't say the boy part, but still. Oh, my God. I went in the back and I just said, "Fuck that dude. I just want to rip his head off and, like, fucking throw in the like fucking trash." Oh man, customers are the worst. Customers have been the worst. And also yeah, I remember one time at work I was being sexually harassed by these older ladies. They were cougars. They were cougars. They were fine, but I'm going to tell you why I felt sexually harassed by these cougars that I wasn't even feeling it. So it was a Sunday, and I had to work, and two of these cougars I attended them. I said, "Hi, welcome to the bakery. What can I get for you today?" They say to me, "Oh, honey, I want coffee." I'm all like, we have espresso. Is that all right? Because we're an espresso bar. And she says, oh, you guys don't have coffee? I'll take a latte, grande. I'm all like, I don't know how the coffee like industry works. And I know that grande is a medium? Is it? It's a tall, grande, venti. Yeah. So I say, all right, I'll get you a latte. And she like tries to get my attention, but the way she was getting my attention was, baby, um, do you have any coconut milk? I said, no, we don't have coconut milk, but I do have half and half. Then she tells me that oh, okay, I'll take that instead. Thank you, baby. Like, fuck, man, just like shit. At first I wanted to like tell my boss, hey, I'm a little sick, cough cough. I gotta head out. I'm gonna tell you what's good. I'm gonna tell you why I got turned off. This old bitch fucking then like grabbed her husband. She had a fucking husband, which was old as fuck. He was old. Homeboy was old, bruh. And I just like looked at him and yeah, here's your coffee. Anything else I can get for you? He's all like, no, that'll be it. Where the fuck did this woman's like sexy talk go? Okay, whatever. I wish it was over, but it wasn't, because she had her, let's say uh her girlfriends or her friends right outside, and then they came up one by one just to harass me, and says, one of them called me cutie pie, another one called me sweetie, and luckily one of them just called me son. And the one that called me son was a very older lady, and she was walking with a cane. And then I was making their coffees. Of course, I was just making their coffees, and they just decided to just go outside. And we had a shitload of people on this Sunday. And when I got their coffees done, I started handing them to them. But let me tell you something. These bitches were drunk as fuck. You know why? I didn't get closer to them, but they were just like laughing and giggling. And when I was giving one of the coffees to the ladies, this woman really got up in my face and then says, "What am I doing later tonight?" The bitch smelled like wine, bruh. And I told her, I straight up said that, oh, I'm going to work. Yeah, I'm going, I don't get off until late. And then she fucking says, whatever, snaps her fingers and just walks away. It wasn't a bad experience for me. It was just weird, you know? Customers can be weird sometimes. And it's funny shit. It was funny shit. And I really appreciate you guys listening to this story. If you actually made it all the way to the 44th minute of this show. Yeah. It's fun. I know that a lot of people have stories with customers and weird experience with customers, and I would really appreciate you guys emailing that to me. And with my guests, I hope to hear stories, because I know that some of them worked with customers and they fucking sucked. They also worked with very stubborn cooks. I know that could be true, or stubborn bosses. And I would really appreciate you guys just emailing me all your stories, and I'll read them. And also ask me any questions. I'm down to answer any questions. Doesn't matter if it's personal. or it doesn't matter if you just want to like ask me like who would win in a fight, a taco or a cheese sandwich. Yeah, I don't mind like answering anything. Um, so yeah, I really appreciate you guys listening to that story, and then like by the end of the shows, I also want to say like some motivational like a motivational speech. I want to tell you guys that always wake up with a smile. I wake up every morning, I meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, and when I will finally open my eyes, I smile to the world. I know that my smile pisses off a lot of people, but all I got to say is deal with it. Deal with my smile. I'm not going to let negative Nancy or a downy downer just fucking telling me, hey, man, life sucks, because people are like killing each other. We have terrorism. Like, yeah, where? Here? Like right now? You know that a lot of people around the world can't enjoy what we have? They can't enjoy uh, blue skies. They can't enjoy green grass. They can't enjoy you like going to a nice clean lake. You guys should always think about not taking advantage of anything that you guys can actually do, because somewhere around the world they can't do it, and it sucks. It really sucks. And I really appreciate you guys just listen to me, or just listen what I have to say about just going outside and go on a hike, or go for a swim, go fishing, go camping, hang out with your friends, go skateboarding. You know, we can't all just be get like have a phone right in front of us. Capture the moment first with your eyes. You know, always appreciate what you guys have to what appreciate what you guys have. You guys have cars, you guys have phones, you guys have like computers, you guys have game consoles, you guys have a home, you guys have a family. Don't take advantage of it. It sucked that, um, right now I'm just like on my mom's side 100% right now because of her condition, and it sucked because all I wanted to do was just stay away from her as much as possible. And I'm not taking advantage of that anymore. I'm not taking advantage that I am a Hispanic male. Yes, I am a Hispanic male. I'm a guy. Uh, I'm not going to take advantage of, because I can go places. I can go to New York, or I can go to Florida. I can go to Canada. I can go to Mexico. I got a passport. I got a social security card. I got help from the government. Sometimes I don't want help from the government, but I can get jobs that some um, illegal immigrants can't have. I know I should say undocumented whatevers, but let me tell you this: illegal immigrants, I can actually have jobs that they can't have. And I take advantage of it. I take advantage of what I can do, and I appreciate it. I know that a lot of people hate this country. A lot of people don't respect this country. They don't respect the flag. But this country, it helped. It helped my mom. It helped me, and it's helping my brother. And I don't know why a lot of people have beef. You know, I'm not gonna say, hey, if you hate this country, leave, because you guys don't have anywhere else to go. A lot of people, because I know that we have a lot of racist white people always saying to black people that they should go back to Africa. Why the fuck are they going back to Africa? They can't go back to Africa because they don't have a home in Africa. I know that people say that Mexicans bring drugs. Last time I heard, I don't have a fucking truck, and I don't have any people to bring me drugs. I don't get offended. Why the fuck should I get offended if Orange Man says Mexicans are bringing drugs, they bring crime? I'm clean as a nun, bro. I don't have fucking drugs on me, and if you check out my police record, it's just gonna be a fucking file full of nothing. And if and it sucks, but it sucks seeing that a lot of Hispanics, I'm not saying Mexicans, I'm saying Hispanics have to start shit because Orange Man says Mexicans are bad and Mexicans bring drugs. He's telling the truth. I know it sucks. It sucks to hear that. But check out the crime rates about how Mexicans are killing Mexicans, about norteños and sureños shooting at each other. The Latin Kings are shooting at each other. You know, the MS-13s, they kill their own people. And drugs. Yeah, he didn't want to say cartel, but he said Mexicans. He actually wanted to say the cartel. The cartels are Mexicans. I'm sorry. It sucks that I'm actually saying what you guys don't want to hear. But if you're offended, dude, just listen, because you guys are just listening with your, let's say, you guys are not listening well. I'm not saying that he's the best president in the whole entire world, because you know what? He's not. Orange Man is not the best president. Neither was the black guy. I'm sorry, but those are my opinions. I could actually have you guys hating on me, and you guys might actually say some shit. But I'm just saying what's on my mind. And if you're offended, it sucks. And I'm not going to apologize. Damn. I was supposed to motivate you guys, but all of a sudden I just decided to offend some people. But sometimes it sucks to hear the truth. The truth does hurt. But, we all have to move on. But I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I really appreciate you guys checking out my first episode of the podcast. And hopefully that y'all just keep on listening. Just subscribe to my YouTube account. And also to follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. And just stay tuned, because right now I'm only going to do one episode. Yeah, one episode a week. But hopefully I can also hopefully in the future I can start doing 2 episodes a week, and I can do this like a part-time thing, because I'm also I'm really appreciated that I have a good friend. His name was Andres Flores, that he made me a drawing for my podcast. And I'm going to use that drawing to make hats and t-shirts and hoodies. So I'm also going to do small giveaways. And I'm also going to try and sell some merch for you guys. I'm going to sell a Big Panda. Everybody loves pandas, right? Everybody loves teddy bears. I don't know why bears always getting bad rep. This is Cali. We have a bear in our flag. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys listening to my podcast, and I want to motivate you guys to try and reach for your goals, reach for what you really believe on doing. Do what you love, and you never have to work a day in your life. That's the motto. That's the motto in this whole thing. And I want to talk to the working man and the working woman in this show. I want to know all your guys' customer stories. I want to answer all you guys' questions. I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and have a safe walk down. Thanks for coming here on top of the mountain. Peace.